I wish they would have done more office supply kills, especially since the fucking cover of the movie is a tape dispenser. But it's basically like the only office kills that I remember. I mean, they used stuff from the office, like guns and an axe and stuff. But it's not like, office supplies. It's would have been more unique. That's one of the fun things about Mayhem. Though I'm pretty sure this movie came out a little bit before Mayhem. Um, so basically, the plot of this movie, I think it's about 100 people. I'm not 100% sure. Get, locked up in this place. Um, it was a plan all along. They had microchips installed in their brain for safety issues, but really they were bombs. They're told they have to kill two people. Of course, they don't believe it. They think it's a prank. Someone had like hacked into the system and did that or something. But it's not. So when they don't kill the two people, two more die on top of that. So basically, if you don't kill the people they tell you to kill, they also kill more. Um, so it's a cool concept. It really sucked when they had killed 29 people, just missing the mark by one, because the mark was 30. So they kill a bunch of more people on top of that with the bombs. It sucked. The characters getting gunned down with music was pretty cool. I didn't like most of the humor in the movie, but I felt like it felt right there. That is a big criticism of this movie because it had a director ended up leaving the project, someone else took over, and they started to head into a different direction. But I think the humor works good there. Um, Most of it isn't very good though. Like them thinking the water is what's making them act crazy, so they start just dumping water out on the floor. And then there's a joke about how the floor is gonna get moldy because of them doing that. People are dying. Why do you care about that? Um, but I think the humor worked in that scene, and it kind of made it dark. It kind of made it, you know, weirdly sad for him because it was like he had to kill these people or a bunch of other people were gonna die because they had no way out. They used a flamethrower on the building to get out, and it didn't even put a dent in it. It didn't even turn hot, which shouldn't have been possible. Um, they tried to escape and they got shot at. One of them ended up getting hurt from it. It's insane. It's a really good movie. I just wish they would have done more office supply kills. Maybe someone jams pencils in somebody's ears and then, you know, grabs something else, like, I don't know, a fucking printer and slams it on their head. Like, it could have been a really cool movie, but, it's still really good. I just wish the kills were better. Though, honestly, I don't think any of the kills were bad, but one, which I'll get to, um, there's a little love interest thing that I'm not really interested in. Never really been one for romance in movies. Like sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, and I didn't care for it in this movie. She ends up dying, he wants revenge. He kills the person that killed her with the tape dispenser, and that's like the only kill of the movie that has like an office supply kill, and it's like one of the last ones. Now, the kill that I thought was really dumb was there's this girl that was smart throughout the whole movie. I don't remember her name. I don't remember any of the characters' names. Um, Besides Bud, but he died pretty early on. Um, but she hid in the basement. She was able to fight off a guy that tried to kill her, and she accidentally killed him. She was able to turn the power off to save a bunch of people's lives. She she did a lot of smart stuff. She eventually hit on top of an elevator, which was pretty smart. But she ends up climbing to another elevator and jumping down and immediately getting shot in the head and dying. So fucking stupid. I thought it was the lamest kill of the movie just because of how smart she was the whole fucking movie. And then that's how she dies. I also wasn't a big fan of the fact that once characters come together, at least one of them dies. Like, it's usually not the fault of the other character, but, like, it still happens. Like, her friend ends up going with her up in the elevator. He had survived the entire movie. Not too long later, he's dead, gets crushed by the elevator. This one girl takes these two guys with him, James Gunn's brother and some other character. And they had been surviving the entire movie, but they die immediately when they join her. One of the other main characters that has the romance angle ends up taking this old lady with him, and she ends up getting killed by a Molotov. Like, she had survived the whole movie, and he told her it's not safe there, but she immediately dies when she goes with him, which I think is just so stupid. Eventually, he had collected some bombs that two other characters had dug out of people's things because they were going to try and blow their way out. He would put it on the two guys that had taken him out because they had promised that whoever has the most kills would be able to live. And one guy had 11, another had 7. Most of the other people had 1. But since everybody else was dead and he only had 1 kill, he won by default of having the most kills. So, he puts the bombs on the security guards without them noticing, and the guy at the desk. So, they blow up. He tries to ask for mercy because this guy doesn't like killing people, but it's too fucking late now. So he kills him, and then the twist at the end of the movie is that this was only the first round. Apparently there's more of it, so that guy's probably fucked. Especially since he doesn't really like killing. It's probably going to be more innocent people, and he's going to have to be forced to kill them or die. Wasn't a huge fan of the whole fucking creepy dude, the sexist dude that was interested in the girl, even though she had, like, no interest in him. It's a very realistic thing, but I felt like it wasn't necessary. But, it was there, I guess. And yeah, that was the movie. I think it's pretty entertaining, but it definitely could have been better.